watch the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see Dak Prescott. He's coming off a quality showing last week. Well over 300 yards in that one.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here come the Bengals now to take over. As we get a peek at their dynamic signal caller hailing from Mississippi State, it's Dak Prescott.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. But if he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
Dak going to start out going to the air. Throw caught there by Osborne. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. Will be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. Prescott now. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
So here are the Steelers backed up to start their initial drive. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Following the interception, here's Prescott. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense. First down, Prescott.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. The numbers for him from a week ago: 8 catches, 68 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
To throw again on second down. Prescott, he'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line.
That's good for the Cincinnati Bengals.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Another try for Mixon. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Mixon, and Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a really good defense there, because they saw the heavy look coming from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So on 4th down, on is Evan McPherson and the Bengal field goal unit.
From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle.
McPherson's kick is good.
And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
From the 6. And he returns this to the 22.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 53 yards.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw here.
Goes right back to Smith again. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
The Steelers at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
They'll run with Etienne. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
And they'll run with Etienne.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. On play action, they'll throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. The ball popped in the air and intercepted.
picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Prescott. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. 11 yards for number 11. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Now Prescott. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Here's Jake Bailey now. Fielded at the 33. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turn.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. There he goes right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for the Bengals TD. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Evan McPherson now for the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Steelers ready for their next possession. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much, don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
A throw left side, caught by the tight end, Freiermuth. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He'll get this off to ETN. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he will have a Steelers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Picked up a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Back near his goal line, it's Prescott. And now Prescott is going to be taken down. He couldn't get away, and that's a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. Fielded at the 20. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He will find his man Chase complete. Past the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shout along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And this is now a 1-point game. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From the 6. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here are the Bengals set to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Off the play fake, Prescott. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
10 yards there on a Bengal first.
I absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Prescott. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Prescott now from the 50.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And he'll just get rid of it. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Prescott now.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Prescott. Over the middle, it's complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Prescott. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That was a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Prescott to throw on 4th. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Prescott got his man complete over the middle. That's James. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. They'll throw again. Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Here's Prescott. And he's got Hurst, his tight end.
And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Mixing up the middle. And he throws his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown.
Joe Mixon, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year.
And they're able to add on to their advantage. They go I formation, fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
McPherson on for the point after.
And with that, the lead is up to 8. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it all culminated in the the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So a win here in Cincinnati would give them the season sweep 2-zip. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Bengals are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Prescott.
Throw caught there by Osborne. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Dumps it off to Mixon.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. First down, Prescott. To the right side and complete to Hurst.
And he's going to have a first down here as they're also into field goal range at the 28. And there wasn't much of a window there, Charles. Had to deal with a couple of defenders, but able to find his big tight end.
And, partner, we know double coverage is a challenge for any player to try to defeat. But maybe it's a little easier if you're one of those big tight ends because you have a size advantage on just about anyone trying to cover you, and you use your body to create some space.
Prescott on first down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. And again, it's Prescott.
Open man is Osborne. He's got him. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. He hit his first, this one from 38.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, Charles, thanks very much. Welcome in, everybody, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's take a look at what we've got on tap as we wrap up the first quarter of the NFL season. Some great games coming up on Sunday, highlighted by a 1 o'clock matchup in Miami. A good test for the Dolphins, as that promises to be a tight one. The late afternoon games hold some intrigue as well. A good one being up at MetLife Stadium, where it'll be the Jets taking on the Baltimore Ravens. And then finally, a good one on Sunday Night Football between the Indianapolis Colts and the LA Chargers. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Steelers. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And, Charles, I mean, look, you don't bench a starter of his caliber, but 4 first-half interceptions. How do you handle it from here?
Well, the easy thing is right away you try and run the football, take some pressure off of him, but you know the defense understands that as well. My second thing is give him throws that are safer, throws that he's confident in, the ones that he likes to make, and that way he try and get his confidence back up.
He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Back to throw here.
Open man, that's the tight end flyer move. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Straight ahead, ETN.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will be taken at the 13.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing, Prescott. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Prescott looks to throw on first. James has got it, complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
49 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Prescott. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Here's Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. 3rd and short yardage, Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Play action now, Prescott. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, 1st down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott under pressure. They got him again. The coverage good, the pressure good, leads to the sack, and it's 3rd and goal now.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Two straight sacks have them backed up now for a 3rd and goal.
Prescott to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Osborne. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
Now Prescott on 4th down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Donovan Peoples-Jones.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field.
Good day for him so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the 3rd quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp.
On On second down, a run with Etienne. And some space here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll go again with Etienne. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Holding, offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Looking to throw. That's complete to his tight end Freiermuth. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now back to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 39. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Draw play, Etienne. And he is going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bengals 31. 50 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. This one from 48 yards away. Boswell's kick is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. They score. On 1st and 10, Prescott. That's the tight end, Hurst with it.
Complete to Hayden Hurst. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott, quick hitter here, it's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. And he stopped immediately there. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now in Cincinnati. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 times and 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10.
They'll look to throw here.
He'll get that underneath ETN. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Now there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A first down throw for Prescott. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. Here's Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
From the 29, Prescott.
Throw caught there by Osborne. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Prescott now.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Mixon will try the right side. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3. Now Prescott.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
So an important one there as they widen their lead in this 4th quarter.
All right, partner, help me out with the math here. Make sure I am on point because the way I see it, the other guys still need 2 touchdowns, but in addition, a 2-point conversion. So this is all about them playing perfect football from here on out.
They'll start on the ground. ETN.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
2nd and 4.
It's caught. Smith. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
ETN up the middle.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
A handoff for ETN.
They find some open field here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
99 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 2nd and 5. And he's got it. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of the...
Zach Taylor's made the decision. He's going to go ahead and throw out the red challenge flag. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
Back to throw.
That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown Steelers.
2 yards on the touchdown there.
And the Steelers get a bit closer.
Extra point put through by Boswell as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken in at the 3.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
On play action, Prescott. And he's got Hurst as tight end. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
It's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Again, it's Mixon. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
Now ETN to start the drive.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
He'll drop that underneath to ETN.
And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati.